There we go. What up, people? Whoever's in here. Mm, help! There we go. I can't see shit. Okay. Uh-oh. Let me drop the link. Can y'all hear me good? Stop looking at my face. God damn. I'm gonna take this off when more people come in here though. Wait, did I post the link? I swear I just posted the link. My head. There we go. It's my head on my head. You feeling undressed, Patricia? It's okay. I'll be Mandalorians. Mm. My eyebrows are starting to get sweaty. I said hi. You need to say hi to me. Which one of you is it? And stop saying my name, girl. Mimi, that's one of the babies. What's good with y'all today, though? How's everybody doing? I was like, yo, what's going on with my eyes? Girl, I don't know what a night raven is. Okay, it's good to hear. Good to hear. Blessed. I was saying it was one of the babies, one of my nieces, Mimi. Can Mr. Andre hurry up? It was a busy, busy day. That's what's up. I had to do some last minute registration stuff for my daughter's school and all that other stuff. I'm a space pirate. What do you mean? I haven't been a space ninja for a long time. I've been a space pirate for a little while though. Well, Mr. Andre, please come to the stage. Please come to the stage, Mr. Andre. Damn, I'm just talking everything, man. What do you mean if I'm a space pirate? I am a space pirate. I've been one for a long time. What do any of y'all want to be when you guys grow up? Me, Miss Patricia, Gloss. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes and then I'm gonna get started. Okay. Well, tell him to holler when he gets up in here so I can drop the link in. I mean, I'll drop the link regardless for whoever, but I'm just saying. Nobody wants to tell me what you guys want to be when you grow up? Is Night Raven allowed to pop up here? Hemp Surreal. Is it okay for Night Raven to be up here? I mean, it's Night Raven, but is that Night Raven? What's so funny, Mimi? You want to tell me what you want to be when you grow up? All right, let her up. Wait. Oh my God. Hello.
Okay.
Uncle Ninja Warlord.
What?
Uncle Ninja Warlord.
Are you allowed to be up here? You're not about to get me in trouble.
I'm not gonna get you in trouble.
All right, we can kick it for a little bit before I start.
Okay,
Ask me some questions, Uncle Ninja Warlord.
Let me ask you questions.
You had to ask questions.
Like what?
Like whatever kind of question you ask. Just ask something. Mommy?
How's your first day of school supposed to go?
Ask something about politics.
I don't want to ask you nothing about politics. Fine.
Mommy.
Is Virginia in a good political spot right now?
Nope.
Oh, it's not. Why not?
I don't know. I just picked Neil for a random reason.
Wow. That works, I guess. What do you want to be when you grow up? That's what
Uh, a football player.
I mean, you are pretty good at football.
I am good at football, and I have a medal, a golden medal.
I said you are pretty good at football.
And lots of coaches call me a beast.
I bet.
A beast.
Did you like Andre being your coach? Daddy Andre being your coach?
Yes.
Hey, Daddy.
Hemp cereal. Was being my coach.
Wait, him Cyril was your coach or Andre was your coach?
Oh, Andre. I forgot. The names keep mixing me up.
I see.
And what?
I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes.
What's your favorite gun behind you?
My favorite guns are not behind me, but I like them all. They're all my babies.
I think my favorite will be the sniper.
Which one?
The sniper.
You can consider that.
I think my favorite one is gonna be the sniper because you can shoot at far away angles and they don't even see you.
True. Is your mom and daddy gonna let you come and shoot with A-Bay?
I think so. Yes.
Y'all supposed to come this summer.
I hope Andre could let me.
He said he wanted to. A-Bay asked if my cousin was gonna come shoot with me.
Okay, I really, really, really want to shoot. I want to learn how to use a gun. Uncle Ninja Warlord.
For defense and to protect your family, if you need to.
Yes, I do.
Gotcha. I was like, why do you keep calling me Ninja? I see.
Because of your name, I can see it.
I thought I was Uncle Baby. I forgot his name.
Oh,
Billy?
you forgot.
Billy?
Well, can I
Warlord?
call you Uncle Baby Warlord?
Sure.
Okay, Uncle Baby Warlord.
That's what's up, Patricia.
How
People
old are you?
Man, I'm old. I'm 38.
Well, it's not as that bad.
I feel like it.
It's not as bad, though.
3 more minutes. And you get started in 3 more minutes. With or without Mr. Andre.
Andre's almost here.
Oh, I can hear Andre.
I hear him too.
What is he up to?
Don't say that. Can I ask y'all, Batty, Gloss, Patricia, Mimi, have y'all shot before? Do y'all shoot? If y'all don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer. And whoever else might be up in here. Oh, I keep looking at the wrong thing. You gotta get on that, Mimi. See, that's what's up, Batty. That's what's up. You too, Gloss. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, my oldest sister, she doesn't like shooting, so I always kind of talk her into it if I can. and my middle sister, the one that's right above me, I think she's definitely shot before. She shoots a little bit. She doesn't mind. My sisters need to let me teach them, but I don't know. They might end up beating me up because I get too coach mode. I get too serious.
Andre Hamilton is coming in.
Okay.
And I think I agree with practicing.
Okay, class. Yes, practicing is very good, Miss Night Raven.
Practicing.
You know what you need to be practicing on is that Mario Kart, homegirl.
Bye.
Wait, why are you getting off when I talk about Mario Kart? We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, Mario Kart. Do you think you can beat me again? Even though I have beaten you and Andre?
It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I played. That's why.
Well, I think you still have the guts to do it. And here's Andre Hamilton.
Sorry, man.
All right,
yeah, had to do a talk about a case. It's
sir. Talking about my niece, you're muted. All right, Miss Night. Oh, she removed herself. All right, sorry about that.
You're good. Sorry about that. That's my fault. I'm late.
No, it's all good, bro. I was gonna start anyways, but I mean the little one kept me company for a little bit. Kept us company. Somebody got a big head, Mr. Andre. Where'd you go?
All right, buddy. Sometimes you think everything's working out, and then it just I don't get it. But all right, we good?
My glasses. We goody?
I believe so.
All right. I guess we can start in order.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So pretty much tonight, we was gonna hit up on a little bit, not so much like stolen valor, but kind of like, we got a lot of leaders that we always find out dirt on or lying and stuff like that. And I totally just forgot his name just now. Now, kind of like Kamala Harris's VP pick. It wasn't really necessarily stolen valor, but he lied about his service. And people like me, like other people might not care so much, but people like me, I get mad. Like I think you can say sometimes I make myself more angry than I would be because I start thinking in my head was like, what about my brothers that passed away and stuff like that. And you don't have to do that, but I do that sometimes. I was, like, you scream in their face. But the whole point of that part of the first little short topic is just kind of like, again, we always find out stuff about people that are supposed to be our leaders. Like, how much is too much? Can we get behind those people? Things of that sort.
So I think you brought up a very good point. The question, how much is too much? And I think you have to accept a general principle, right? I think the general principle you have to accept are individuals just aren't perfect. Like no matter what, as much as we may hope, and in the ideal scenario, the perfect candidate, right, has no skeletons in his closet. He has no embarrassing moments. He has no friends or people in his past. I could talk about some of the ridiculousness that he did when he was younger. But I think when you marry those two issues, how much is too enough or how much is too much? People aren't perfect. And then this idea of stolen valor, I think that's the real issue. The real issue is when you claim something, like, again, you brought it up yourself. When it comes to military service in this country, and I'm pretty sure generally speaking, we could say this, you choosing to fight and serve the greater good, you're on behalf of your country, that is an honorable task. And I think it even says something once you actually go, right? Because we always make jokes about pubs, but ultimately, if you go and you put your life on the line, that separates people, right? And I think, I mean, we heard about the countless journalists that lied and said they went somewhere and did some things when that wasn't true. We heard about the people who said that they served when they didn't. And I think, to be precise, how much is too much really boils down to how far from the truth are you, right? How far from the truth are you? I think that's the answer. I thought about this when we initially talked. How far from the truth are you, right? My wife, true story, if she ever gets on here, she'll tell you this. I pretended to have like a southern twang when I talked to her, and I called her Shouty back in the day. I'm not lying to you. This is legit. I remember
You ain't never did that around me because
I
spit on your
swear.
shoe.
I swear.
I was
So
spit on your shoe. I'm like, you disgusting.
ATL. You remember ATL, the TI movie?
Yeah.
Bro, I love that movie when I was younger. So I used to talk like him. And she said that's what she liked about me first. So she said she got mad when she found out I wasn't from Georgia and I was from California, right? So to connect it, is the lie big lie? I'm not from Georgia. I'm really from California. Son. Now, does she put so much stock? Does she put so much stock into me being from Georgia that was a deal breaker? No, obviously, 15 years later, she's happy. But I think to connect it back to the ultimate point, how far from the truth is it? So I believe her VP candidate, right, Kamala's, the argument was he was never a command sergeant major, right? Ultimately, I believe that was the claim. And I think for me, the question
to combat. I guess for me, that's more the part
that one, right?
But bro, I'm not following somebody like that. I mean, obviously, y'all know me. I'm not following them regardless. But if I was looking at him like, okay, you're a cool guy, I would instantly lose all respect for him.
Yeah, but why? And I think that the underlying issues when we address the reason why you're so is because there's the aspect of going to another to fighting for a different, fighting for your country. That
can I ask you one thing real quick?
What's up?
Can you hold that, or can you remember that thought? I'm sorry.
You're good.
Just super quick. Can you give them an example of your Southern accent?
I can't.
Why not?
I can't. I haven't been practicing.
I haven't
been practicing. I'm trying to think. I'm not gonna. It's gonna be a clip. If I say, "Hey, Shouty, what it is?" Like, it's gonna be a clip, and then it's gonna be forever. The internet will be this fake Southerner, this reverse Drake. This is gonna be the worst, bro. I can't do it. But you know what I will do? Once we get to 1,000 subs, I'm gonna have a Southern. We're gonna do the Southern panel where I'm gonna speak in a Southern accent the entire time. Right now,
I'll be able to wear my cowboy hat when I buy it. Then.
Right now, I know deep down in my soul that I'm from the South. See, the thing about it, this isn't the accent that excuse me, sir. The accent that I had when I was speaking to my lovely number two.
Boy, string them up. String them up.
Oh gosh, man. But to go back to the point, right? Ultimately, the reason why the claim of going to combat and it being not true is such an offensive one is because we acknowledge the qualities and traits that is required for you to be a person who I've never been in combat. I've never been. I was such a pogue. It was bad. I was guarding nukes and that was it. So
it was just your timing.
Yeah, but I will say ultimately that what distinguishes someone who goes to who does it again, you put your life every day, every moment. Again, I don't know, but I think that's the offensive part. The fact that you would pretend or take claim to an aspect or quality or trait that is so admirable that, again, people, again, they have a ribbon that signifies if an individual who's actually been in, like, that should tell you in and of itself. The traits, the qualities are so praised, valued. It's just, say again?
Josie said you're a pogue.
My what?
You're a pogue. You're such a pogue.
Tell Josie if I see her, it's on site. That's what it is. These right here? Nah, I am a pogue. I'm not gonna lie. It's sad.
Oh, sorry, y'all. Pogue means position other than grunt.
Oh.
Yeah, it means you're a paper pusher, which he wasn't. He just had bad timing from commands.
Yeah, but if you think about it, I'm a paper pusher now. I turned into my true form.
Right.
What's up, Sonny?
Hey guys,
How are you?
I'm all right.
Good. Can I ask you something, Sonny?
That's what she really looks like, by the way.
Okay. Sonny, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If you went to the store and saw someone who was wearing a uniform and it gave off the
Hey,
I'm not really in the army, like would you be offended?
If I seen like someone trying to impersonate being in the army,
Yeah, like if he was like, "Hey, I served," like just a guy who's being over the top, like the sergeant major, but he looks like he's 20, like a bunch of hash, like just like if it looked like a costume, like pretty much like a Halloween costume, would you be like, "Oh, why are you doing that?" Or would you even like, whatever, let it go?
yeah, I'd be like weirdo.
I got you.
you should spit on him.
I think that's fucking weird as fuck.
Yeah, I agree.
Are
We
you
do need
talking
a
about
swear
like
jar.
one of those weird people that wear one of
Yep.
those old ass war
What's
costumes?
the word?
No,
Stolen valor.
not military enthusiasts. Not military
Stolen
enthusiasts. We're
valor.
talking about people who, stolen valor. So people who didn't in actuality serve, but claim to have or carry themselves in such a way where people believe that they served.
Hmm. Yeah, no, that's weird.
Well, I'm trying to think. What would the civilian
See,
equivalent be? Warlord. What
Alex,
would the civilian equivalent?
my bad, Alex. Andre, I want you to ask someone that ain't got no military ties at all, because Sonny, she, that's how she grew up.
First
You
of
grew up.
all,
Right.
I'm a military brat. What are you trying to say?
Yeah, what are you
That's
trying
what
to
I
say,
said.
Warlord?
That's how you grew up. I want somebody. I would like to ask somebody how
Super
if they
offensive.
care, like who does or doesn't, who has no. What's the word? What's the saying?
Military,
Association,
In the
affiliation,
game. In the
connection.
game. Yeah.
What word?
No skin in the game.
No skin
Like
in the
Sonny
game.
got skin
Okay.
in the game. You got skin in the game.
We should ask Josie.
90 said, no, that's weird. Well, Josie was in the military herself, so that doesn't count.
Kind of. Diet military. Navy don't count.
ooh,
Damn.
I said that shit. I said that. I stand on that. I said 10 toes down. I stand on that. I'll take it back. Actually, I'm soft. I felt the resistance coming. I'm
yeah.
lying.
Go ahead, take it back.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Bro, don't forget, if you ever travel through her state, she got pool, son.
Well, again, I think, and you know what? Actually, I think the underlying issue, the reason why this is becoming such a prominent problem is because I think maybe to a certain degree, the general public is kind of losing the allure of the military, right? It was always held at such a high regard. It was always something that was respected, glorified, praised, and now it's not anymore. Not really, at least.
No,
I mean, you got a bunch of cokeheads in the military now. Fuck.
Sweet baby Jesus.
there's a lot of the Navy. I'm not even joking. I'm just the people I went to school with. A lot of them got kicked out the Navy. Patricia, that's not what we're saying, and I don't think that's what Andre is saying. Patricia, no, it definitely doesn't make you invalid. I mean, my mom, she was a nurse in the Navy. My dad was a corpsman. Well, corpsmen go to combat, I guess. But no, it's not what we're saying. We're just talking about people that lie about their military service or stolen valor, period, and kind of leading that into, can you follow somebody that's supposed to be a leader that you find out has some lie about something like that, or just any big secret, like I don't know, not something so drastic as in like you found out they was like messing with little ones, but like maybe like
That was a turn.
I don't know, maybe like kind of like what's her name? What's that lady's name? Rachel something. She was like one of the state leaders of the NAA, and excuse me, she she lied about being black. She wasn't black.
You want a
What's
hot
her name?
take? You want a hot take?
No, I'm just saying people like that. Can you still follow people like that? Is kind of the basis of this part of the conversation.
Okay, so
What's
then,
your
so Andre, to answer that question. Oh, my bad.
Go ahead, Andre.
I'm sorry, Sonny. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm sorry. So when you see instances of people lacking integrity, whether they're lying at all, I think what you have to ask yourself is, what does this show me? One, and two,
Right,
what does
bro.
it show me about them? Right. Like, so again, if you're worried, right, if you got, let's say, a principal who it comes to the surface that they do drugs, I mean, it's how does that impact their integrity, right? How does that alter how they are perceived, generally speaking? I think that's what we got to focus on, because if you have political figures who are caught in, less than desirable situations or scenarios, it's only until we see that it's showing a glimpse of their true selves, and that selves is in conflict in some way with how they've been portraying themselves or their specific responsibilities. That's when we have moments of pause, right? Because if I hold myself out as
I'm sorry.
no, go.
I just think it's fucked up. I don't know if y'all just talking about the military. I'm just speaking in general right now because yeah, I think anytime when you have like, okay, even like with doctors or like lawyers and shit like that, you got crackheads too.
But okay, so what does that say about them? You're a doctor, you're a lawyer, but you use substances.
Anybody can be a
is that
crackhead.
okay? But what about being a user causes for you to be concerned? What is that? Why?
Because you could misdiagnose me.
Okay, so we're seeing it now. We're seeing that you're, because of your personal practices or proclivities, you're worried that that's going to in some way impact my professional performance.
Right.
That's so now the truth is, you're worried that, well, if you're willing to do this, does that mean you're going to be compromised or lack focus or clarity when it comes to performing your professional tasks? And I think that's the issue. The issue is, are we seeing a true you? Are we seeing a glimpse of the you that you hide from people? And I think the real question is, what about the lie shows that? So does substance use imply that I am going to be complacent or careless when it comes to performing my duties? Is that what we're saying?
No.
Because if it's not, then then professors, doctors, lawyers could be using whatever they want insofar as their performance.
No. Hell no. I think people should stick to just using, stuff after
Legal
5 o'clock.
stuff?
Whatever.
After 5 o'clock. I
After
got you.
5 o'clock.
But that's the general rule now, right? I would argue that's the general rule now. I can't go to work smelling
There's
like
no time
Hennessy.
for drinking. If I feel like drinking, I'm gonna drink.
Okay, well, good Lord, buddy. But I mean, fair point. But I think that's a good, Sonny. I think that's a great point, right? It's professionalism. I think professionalism, the concept of professionalism, is what dictates whether or not the image that is being portrayed by political figures, individuals of influence, if that's compromised due to your actions.
General period. That's just like when they come to like operating a fucking vehicle, like weed, even smoking weed. People think you can't have an accident, be high as hell behind the car. Damn sure can.
Yes, you can. That is definitely still an offense. That is still, DUI, DWI. So that, yes, DUID is still a thing. But it's so Warlord. Got your back. So I'm a you have a political figure, and he is everything. He's everything that you think a political figure needs to be. But
Uncle
he
Carl.
lied about. Well, let's assume this is an example. This is a hypothetical. Let's assume he lied about something, and this lie was related to military service. Mm-hmm. Would that be enough for you to not vote for him?
Yeah, motherfucker better not come up in my face, bro.
It would be?
Probably.
Interesting. What about you, Sonny?
If it's somebody I was going for originally, if I found out that they lied about the military service?
Yeah, that's just like this one bitch that people used to like listen to her commentary on here and shit like that. They used to think that she was just this big bougie ass bitch, but come to find out, she's really a fucking drunk whore.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Um,
Yo, we need a swear jar. We need one back.
Why you don't always talking about swear, bro? You cuss as bad as I.
Do
Mom
I
and dad,
cuss
if you're
on? Do I
listening,
cuss
I
on
don't
camera?
cuss at all.
Do I cuss
But
on camera?
or Andre cusses quite often. Mom, dad.
I don't use such colorful language. I am refined.
Okay.
But no, I think that's an interesting. It's
No, she responded to she I guess having a fight right now. She's boxing somebody.
who?
Josie.
Oh,
Go
well,
ahead. Go ahead. Sure.
okay. No, I just like I don't know. I think it's also um I think it's also dependent on the rapport that you built with whatever general populace, whatever your primary demographic is, what have you. I mean, because if you are a well-established figure, scandals coming out of oh my gosh, perfect timing, right? Look at how many people this year has, because of something being rediscovered or uncovered, has resulted in their image being tarnished. I think this is honestly perfect timing for this year, like,
Oh my god, I just gave a perfect example of that.
hey, it's just crazy because but I think it's crazier when you see how many of them are still relevant though, where their influence hasn't
Not
really
relevant.
been as impacted as you would think it is.
Only
This
because
person is
people
relevant.
don't probably know about them like that.
That's true. So should awareness be brought to it? Do you think should it be like we should get a blurb or just
Yes,
what are you showing? Miss
fraud.
Vicky?
Yes.
That's not right.
Oh, there she is.
Her camera doesn't work.
No, I just turned it off.
Maybe issues, broken cameras.
I was typing, but you guys weren't reading it fast enough, so I thought I'd come on here and respond with my voice.
Damn.
No camera though. That's crazy.
My chat's
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You're not going to guilt me into turning on my camera.
That's fine. That's fine. No. Myself and Warlord will do it. That's fine. It's okay. Not a problem. JT, what's up?
Hi.
Hey.
So, stolen valor. How big of a transgression is it? How offensive is it truly? And does the average citizen think it's that bad? And if not,
that's what I was wondering, and I typed into my message: do people who are non-affiliated, and affiliated by mean like they themselves or somebody close to them, do they get offended by it? Because I don't think
so.
the average person does get offended
Nope.
by it.
I don't think so either. I mean, I was inclined to take it there. Like, I don't think.
No, I don't think so. I mean, you have some super hardcore patriots who would be, but that is such a small number. Most people, one, they don't recognize it because most of them don't understand all the lines and the stars and what everything means. So a lot of people don't recognize it. And I frankly don't think a lot of people care. When you see someone sloppy walking through the grocery store with one boot unbloused and their stuff looking crooked and it just looks like a hot mess, I don't think people care.
But then what about when it comes to people like political or even corporate office leaders and people find that stuff out? Would you think that would make people look at them less? I mean, I feel like they should.
So if a person is a public figure, like a politician, and they themselves have stolen valor, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Kind of, yeah, pretty much.
Ooh. I think that should be a whole felony in itself.
Ooh, Patricia brought something up. Exaggerating versus blatantly lying.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
blatantly lying, stolen valor. Exaggerating, a lot of presidents did that.
Well, Well, I
maybe
mean,
your
that's
senator.
Nah,
There you
you
go.
basically you may as well lie if you're gonna
It's
exaggerate.
fraud
there
either
you go. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Right, Sonny.
whether you exaggerate or you blatantly lie.
Is that what you do over there, Andre? You
No, but
exaggerate.
what I will say, what I will say is the law has taught me that there.
Oh, my
Oh,
bad.
the girls were saying good night, baby. I will say the law has taught me that there is no black and white. There is no like completely true or false. I would argue that. So insofar as the exaggeration doesn't compromise the nature of your service, I'd be inclined to say it's really. I mean, I would compare it to, I mean, the resume. Let's be real, right? How many resumes have people drafted that inflated occupational responsibilities? How many resumes did we generate or create where your title may have been a little more colorful than truly than
You
truly.
better adjective a resume is not the same as stolen valor. I
You
think
don't think so?
stolen valor is very much fraud. It's fraud. Either way you mix it. Whether you exaggerate on the service that you did do or you blatantly lie about doing service you didn't do, fraud.
Yeah, because you're not keeping it 100.
And when
Well,
you're
what?
out there on documentation, especially to the political office, now you're lying on legal documents, and it's just a whole thing. It is, however you mix it. I mean, you can borderline identity theft. I don't know. We'll figure it out, and we'll articulate some way around, like make it make sense. But it's fraud. It is.
Fraud. I
I
what do you
even
think,
look at it
Warlord?
as like say that I don't know, we both work for Google and you get promoted or I get promoted over you, and
There it
only
is. Okay.
because our stuff was darn near the exact same thing, but then
But
I said
for
I've had experience leading teams and whatever nerd stuff. I mean, I'm a nerd, geek stuff for 8 years, and that's a complete lie. I've never led any teams. You know what I'm saying? But I get the position over you.
Do you think that these people of political office who have had stolen valor got into their positions by that stolen valor? Probably. They probably put it out there.
Yeah.
I had this service, I did this service, because people,
Donald Trump for sure.
right? People want to be patriots. They want to support veterans, so they're more inclined to lean toward a person who had service. So if these political figures are lying about having service or lying about the service that they did have, I can almost guarantee you they got into their position by that stolen valor.
Well, I think now we're really getting to the heart of the conversation, right? It's but for versus proximate cause, or had it not been for you claiming to have this particular military experience, you wouldn't have gotten the position, or military experience may have been a factor, but it wasn't a motivating factor or the only factor. I think that's where I would push back. Fraud, I'm going to have to look into it. I'm inclined to say it's not, but I think the moment that you incorporate a financial aspect as a consequence of you claiming or, you being colorfully expressive as it pertains to your occupational experience, I think that would be the point where I would be very intrigued to see how it goes. I'm sorry, JP, you go.
I'm going to challenge you. By the next time we come on here, I want you to look for a legal argument as to why it is not borderline. And I'm for an illegal argument as to why it is. And maybe it's not fraud exactly, but it's fraud adjacent. I'm going to find it.
That's my job. That's easy. That's easy. All right, that's nothing. But I don't know. I'm gonna look up to see. Yeah, I think this would be interesting.
You
this
can't
would be an interesting.
start looking things up right now. This is after this session ends before the next one begins. Don't cheat.
I'm not cheating, JP. All right, I'm not cheating. Marine Corps has integrity. All right, that's what we have right there. No, that's a good challenge. I'll look into that because that would. Yeah, but see, I think therein lies the dilemma, right? The dilemma is we have normalized, and I think that's the true point. have we? I think we have. Have we normalized embracing the ambiguity that comes with a person's personal interpretation of their achievements, right? Have we normalized that? Has that become something that's fine insofar as it doesn't negatively impact others? Because I think Warlord brought up a great point. I mean, and I know and I acknowledge that JP doesn't think that the situation is analogous, but I think there's certain merit to it. The idea that, hey, if you got a particular job or if you were given a particular occupational opportunity based on, you very, very plainly portraying something that isn't true and you get it, I would say it seems to be, all over social media, at least, it seems to be fine. People don't necessarily shun or disparage others for such an approach. I don't think so.
Have you seen the police officers in California who are getting fired right now because they did not have a degree, but they paid somebody to take all their classes in their name to get a degree,
As
and
they should.
so they could get a higher promotion of pay.
As
That
they
happened
should.
now.
How did they find out? How did you?
Right.
I don't know. They're getting fired. There was like 6 of them.
How did you find out? That's wild. Say again. Yeah, the miss is asking JP, how'd you find out? How did that happen? Who snitched that out? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, but the 6th
I'll look into that.
Today, actually, the 6th one just got fired from his police department in California, but I think the school was out of Pennsylvania or something like that.
When I start school again, I'm gonna have AI do all my work for me.
Hey, no. When I was working at the university that I used to work at, Warlord knows, I was working there prior. That was one of the biggest issues that we had. We were trying to help and assist professors when it came to modifying their syllabus in order to, warn and deter students from utilizing, artificial intelligence. And it's a problem. It definitely is. But that is hilarious.
So I think
hilarious.
That we're all accepting people to use colorful language to be deceptive in their career and then honor and respect and celebrate their deception. That's wild to me. That's wild that you would even say that, especially when it's coming with stolen valor.
Let me push back. I would argue that the reason why it's not wild is because it is, to a certain degree, already intricately connected to a majority of the aspects of our lives. I think it's everywhere. I think, let's be real. You could say filters in social media apps. You could say it is editing pictures. You could say it is we are always, to a certain degree, filtering the true aspects of ourselves in order to portray what we want to be. We are truly and always manufacturing something about us in order to present the ideal. So I would push back and say it's only this particular instance is only offensive because of the monetary gain. I would say this aspect is offensive because the position that they're being put into is a position that drastically impacts the lives of everyday individuals, right? Like, if he becomes a VP, Warlord, a lot of people would be very concerned because we are now seeing that this individual lacks the integrity to be truthful as it pertains to his military service. That's different, right? That's different. But at the same time, lacking integrity in the big is just as concerning as lacking integrity in the small, I would argue, because shouldn't we just be promoting truthfulness? It shouldn't be just truthfulness when it affects everyone. It should be truthfulness because we value truth. That's just me, though.
Anybody?
Yes. You gonna say something, Warlord?
No.
You gonna say?
I was gonna apologize to y'all and be like, hey, y'all want me to stay here, or y'all want me to, even though we really ain't come to no conclusions or agrees or disagrees or jump
No,
on to the next one.
no. I think JP's point is a genuine one. I think
Oh,
the point is, unfortunately, both aspects are true. The average citizen does not care about military service. Frankly, I'm going to just be bold and say that. However, due to it still being an aspect that is valued by the average citizen, being excessively, exaggerative, if that's not a
yo,
word, but
God body.
exaggerating, I think that would be the crux, right? If you are using something in order to gain an advantage against, an adversary or, your political opposition, that's the point that worries me. And I think that what she said is fair. I just think at the same time, if everyone doesn't truly care, right? If we only cling to the yellow ribbon when it's that time of year, and we don't really care about supporting the troops when it's not, November, then what are we talking about?
I must
I guess.
admit, I am one of those people. But go ahead.
No. That's
a
that's
lot of
just
people.
yeah. You're definitely, yeah.
I think
What's up,
that
God body?
if he just exaggerated, I don't know, I haven't read up on it, but if he just exaggerated his service, that's not going to affect him because the average American doesn't care. They'll still justify themselves to say, well, he still served. Maybe he fudged on the details, but he still served. You're not going to have a whole lot of people who are, if he blatantly lied and said, hey, I did this when he absolutely had no affiliation with it whatsoever, that would be a worse case scenario where the more people would care. More people would be like, no, he just completely lied. That would bother more people than his exaggeration. Because you're right, when you're saying deception's everywhere, like with the filters and all that stuff, we have normalized deception. Am I okay with it? No. Do I think it's wild? Absolutely. But I'm also a black and white person. I don't live in gray. It's
I'm
right,
about to say, I
wrong.
don't think it should come with the when it comes to leadership. You damn sure shouldn't play about that. Leadership, a professional title, like this shouldn't. I don't think exaggerating should be cool.
But I don't think most people care is the thing. I don't think most people care about the gray because most people live in the gray.
I hate to say
It's a
it,
lot of
but yeah, we
scamming
do.
going on nowadays,
Yeah.
sister.
Buddy, there's a lot of scamming. The tomfoolery is real. Oh, that's hilarious.
I mean,
It's true though.
They
It's true.
skew 'em all
I'm
up.
going to say this, and I don't mean to be offensive, but you had Joe Biden sniffing and touching children on live television when it was coming out that he was a pedophile, and he still got elected in.
He touched Andre.
Again,
He touched Andre once. He doesn't like to talk about it.
That's crazy,
I
Larry.
heard Donald
Warlord.
Trump is
That's
still
crazy.
flying in that man. What's that? Jeffrey Epstein's plane and shit.
Warlord. That's your
That,
boy. That's your
that
people,
was
Warlord. That's your people.
That was a computer generated picture.
That's
They
that was
debunked that already.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying, like, you could do stuff on live TV and this nation would not care because the average person doesn't care.
That's sad. But you're
Like the dude, the eight brains.
He dug
and
he's
stuff like
right.
that.
JP does he's right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sad.
Yep.
That's
Bill
true.
Cosby, R. Kelly.
You ain't right, Warlord.
I apologize. Andre, can you use that to segue into the next one? The fakeness of people to segue into the second part before we run out of time.
People
I'm sorry,
do
go JP.
Go on, JP Duggs.
this. Oh, I was just commenting on Patricia's comment. I agree with it. People overlook what's convenient to their preferences, and that's absolutely
Patricia. He's always guilty of that.
I mean, I'm pretty much perfect. I'm about as perfect as they get, bro.
Man, throwing that out there. Second topic, buddy.
You segue into it. I started it.
Come on, Warlord.
Man, you a punk, bro. Anyways, so kind of like the second one, like see what he was saying would have been perfect. So I'm kind of starting from scratch. The second one, it almost sounds completely offbeat, but stuff like how much of someone's past should you need to know up front? And like dating a OF model, like shit, we're gonna use that as an example, but I didn't figure out how I was gonna connect all this. In my head, I had it earlier, but I also had a real busy day today. So
I think that's the easy example. But I think because we were talking about political figures, you are right. It is perfect. I do again. How far back do we need to go? How far? I mean, I don't want to talk about him, so I don't want to be disrespectful. But Mr. Beast, I think, is a perfect example. People are going all the way back to what, like when he was 15, 14.
That's messed up,
like,
Patricia.
I mean, there's that, but there's also, I think politicians, people are going further back, and I think that's the question. I mean, JP, what are your thoughts when it comes to that? Because I will say, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to push back a little bit. You said you want to live in a black and white, you want to live in the gray, which would allow for me, I would safely assume, means that you're an absolutist to a certain degree. There are exceptions to rules. For you, there are just rules. Is that fair?
But this one is a little bit more of your personal life, like dating somebody.
I'm just asking. I'm just saying. It's a personal question.
So, I am an absolutist when it comes to right and wrong. There are right things and there are wrong things. But I do understand in the world, there's gray area. I'm uncomfortable in the gray. It makes me super uncomfortable. But do I dip into it sometimes? Yes, I dip into it sometimes because I understand the world is gray. As far as the OnlyFans thing, I think all of that is so subjective in a personal aspect, like personal relationships and stuff like that. It really depends on your partner. It depends on you. It depends on your partner. Because there are some people out here in relationships who don't care about the immediate ex. There are people out here who are like, hey, we're here now. It's just you and I. I don't care about what happened before me. That was before me. I don't need to worry about it today. You're clean. You're good. We're moving on. You know, like there are people like that.
That's me. You don't shove in my face all the time.
And then there's other people who are like, who's your very crush? Who was the very first this? Who was the very first that? I need to know everything and how all of it made you feel. Right? Then there's those people. So you really can't specifically say how far back should somebody go in their personal relationship because that's really subjective to the two partners that are involved in that relationship.
I agree.
I would say actions as an adult. I think to hold an individual responsible for their actions as a child, for me, is a little. I mean, think about it. Criminally speaking, your juvenile record isn't taken into consideration when it comes to charges that are resolved.
I'm taking you that far back, though.
Well, I'm trying to set a general consensus, which I think we all agree. I think actions as children probably should be left there. Now, as it pertains to the dating world, I think, unfortunately, I would be inclined to say that yes, if both partners are happy and content with their current standing, I think that's fine. I think, however, third-party perspective will play a factor, especially when it comes to certain professions and certain extracurriculars, and maybe the bond is strong enough to overlook it, but. I think it really depends mainly on the goals and aspirations of both people, right? If you're not going to be exposed to public scrutiny, you're not going to care. I'm inclined to say you won't.
Well, I would give a damn because depending on how young you started fucking and how long you've been fucking and how many people you've been fucking, it's going to dictate a lot.
I agree. I would like to know too. For me, I'm personally, I would like to know all of the details. I'm one of those people. I need all of the details and all of the avenues and all of the reasons why. I need all of it.
Damn, CIA, JP, chill out. That's crazy. Blood type. That's crazy. Address, mother's maiden name.
But I have seen couples that are completely fine not knowing anything about the past, and then when something from the past does like surface, then they're just like, oh,
Why didn't you tell me?
There it
interesting.
is.
Cool. Did that make you some money? You know, and kind of just they don't really care. I have seen those couples too. So that's why I said it's really subjective to the couple at hand. I would care personally.
Warlord, what are your thoughts, man?
Me, if you think it's that bad, and if I look at you in a good light, then again, just don't put it in my face. Share with me if you want to. But at the same time, if we're out at a restaurant, don't let some dude from the past walk up on you. Try to talk to you,
That
and
would be crazy. Oh,
mess with his head,
Warlord.
and then I'm gonna leave you at the fucking restaurant.
Language. But no, that's
Well, I'm
true,
not gonna
man.
piss with him. I'm gonna smack him a lot with the back of my hand, the robot hand,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna leave you there.
That's wild.
But no, honestly, just don't. If I saw you in a good light already, it's almost like I'm saying, don't mess that up for me. Don't take that away. But again, if you got something like the slow death, like, nah, you better be telling me because we ain't doing nothing. I'm not. We done. We done skis. I don't want the H.
Did this nigga just say slow death?
Yeah, that's
Slow
what he
death.
said. That's what he said. That's ridiculous. I honestly, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. We're never gonna get monetized.
I didn't say the word. I said the slow death.
No, but I think that's a great point. I think, and again, JP, Sonny, you guys killed it. I do think it is subjective due to the uniqueness of individuals and therefore the uniqueness of the relationship. I would be so bold as to say, insofar as the past isn't one that dramatically or drastically limits the potential trajectory of your career, I think you're fine. And I think the relationship would also be fine. But I think that's when the rubber meets the road, right? Because I love my wife, but if my wife was, not just like some new, but what if she was like the most I don't even want to say my wife. All right, Syria, alternate reality Alex. This is not Alex. This never happened. Andre. So if this Alex didn't marry this lovely, awesome person, right? And I married Mia Khalifa, like, you know what I mean? Like that would be different. Why would it be different? Is because everyone would know. And I think that's the issue. The issue truly is how many people know? Is it one of those, when you were in college and you were a freshman or a sophomore, you dabbled?
Well, if it's me, Khalifa, the whole world knows, bro.
Exactly. I think that's the issue. If it's like, you did it for a year or two, you made a little bit of money, and you made like maybe 100 videos, yeah. But if it's like, you made $500,000, Warlord.
So the amount of money would bother you?
No.
Wait. What if you're I don't want to be disrespectful. Let's see.
Alternate Andre. This is not. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Talking about
Right.
This
So
is
what if you're alternate
Andre from Universe 112?
Yeah. What if you found out that your bitch used to do pornos?
Yeah. Shody right there.
Right.
No.
And pornos like double penetration.
Okay, let me further expound about it.
Yeah, JP. Hold up.
Find that out. I'm gonna cry.
Who you're
JP.
not
I'm gonna sound like Tyrese. Why are you doing this to me?
now, right? You're now. You fall in love now. You marry her now, as she is now, a modest woman, right? A kind, compassionate, beautiful woman who
Turn the camera on right now. Turn it on. Say this shit with a straight face.
I'm about to say, cause what the fuck?
No, Sonny, that's all cap. As
no.
Say.
Okay.
Turn on the camera, JP. You know you talking crazy.
Okay, stop. Just let me get it out.
She sound like she full of shit right now. I'm about to take a shot. Let me take a shot, damn it.
kind, loving woman, right? Who's meek and just beautiful. This beautiful woman. You fall in love with her, you marry her, and then you find out she got Khalifa type of money like 5 years ago. She just stopped, changed her life, gave it to the Lord, and now she's living in coverings and she don't have nothing sticking out. Would that bother you though?
Yeah, that would. Yeah, that would.
And how into this
Wait.
Yeah, that would.
money?
Yeah, that would. Yeah, it would.
You said coverings of what?
Oh, I don't care about the coverings. That's not what's gonna bother
Like
me.
if they went Muslim, like if she became Muslim.
Not like
Yeah.
not like
Oh, girl, that shit happens all the time.
Sunny's awesome.
it does.
Sunny's fucking awesome. Sunny's awesome.
now.
What's her name just did that, right?
And found out she was making Khalifa money 5 years ago, but she gave her life to the Lord and now she's modest and he didn't even know about it till, let's say, you're already married. And then a video pops up and he's like, is this you?
Then that's kind of hot.
No, that ain't it.
That's a hard
That
one.
ain't it. No, that's not a hard one.
That's a hard one because you're married.
No,
Yeah,
I'm about
you
to
didn't.
say.
you withheld something big. It's lying. Hey, absolutist, JP. Lying is wrong all the time, right?
But would you divorce her? I don't know.
No.
Did she lie or did she omit, or is omission lying now?
Oh, it is. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Come on.
Hold
I'm
on.
impeaching you if you pull
I'm
that.
gonna put it like this.
Saying
A lot of you ladies like to force us, or at least in my relationships, I've been forced into those conversations. So if you force me into those conversations for me to talk about my past, and that means you better be bringing up yours. But if we never had the conversation, then I'm
about
not
to
gonna
say
false
I'm down with not having that conversation at all.
Y'all ain't right.
Somebody said, nah, the marriage is over.
Nah, y'all ain't right.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't right. JP.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Turn on the camera, JP. Turn on the camera. Tell the truth.
I look like a hot mess right now. If I turn on this camera, everybody's gonna be running.
Nah, that's not. I get it. I think it. I think love is it. So.
Well, that's like coming to me and asking me if I found out my husband had used to sell peenie or used to like
I admitted that today.
A male stripper. That would turn me off.
Whose chat was we in earlier today? Sonny,
Huh?
whose chat was that? Whose chat was that? Chase's?
I think. Or
I admit
no.
it. I used to be a gigolo. Gigolo.
Yeah. Like if I was to find out my nigga used to be like a male stripper or was somebody's sugar baby or some shit, that'd turn me off. Cause then I feel like, okay, you could have been comfortable doing it for a man.
Ugh. In my opinion.
This took a turn.
So some stuff does matter, actually.
Some stuff does matter. I agree.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my
King
heart hurts.
right now.
Say again.
Come on now.
I was responding to 90s Gloss.
He act like everything I say, I'm saying the most disturbing things.
No, Sonny, never that. I don't think that at all. What I'm saying is you're refreshing. You are legit. I'm so used to a particular way of dialogue, right? I'm so used to that. So being totally blunt is it's what I mean is being blunt with people is something I don't do anymore. You don't do that, especially as an attorney. You don't do that.
You look like
I'm being sorry. Oh, your job. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why Sonny's awesome, because in my mind, I'm like, I'm realizing, you can just say the non-produced, just say it. And I agree. I do think that there are certain things that can't be overlooked, especially when it comes to a partner. I don't think so. So I agree with Sonny.
What's that one singer guy? That's who he looked like.
He looks
next
like
topic. Next
Drake
topic.
Next topic.
No,
It looks
no,
like
no, no.
Drake and the game had a baby.
Next time, we're not doing this now. We're not doing this now. This is ridiculous.
A temporary moment away. So I had to walk away. Somebody was at my door when Sunny said if she found out her husband was selling peen, and I walked away at that time. So can you spin me up real quick?
That's crazy. She said, "Yo, let's get back to the peen sale. What is that? What was the price? What were we doing? What were we talking about? That's crazy."
Oh my God, what is his name?
We ain't doing this right now.
The game.
It starts with a J.
No.
Nikki, do you know that one light-skinned African boy?
Sonny, mute her.
J. Cole.
He be like, I'm a
Warlord, mute
classic.
her.
Oh my God, he like, I'm a classic.
Mute her.
Man.
Mute her. Mute her right now.
Oh.
That's crazy. That's first of all, that's not even accurate. That's not accurate. Someone mute her. Warlord, you ain't gonna mute her right now?
Yeah,
I
you
remember that, dog.
got-
I remember that.
Hey,
Hey,
I can't
the next interview,
90s
Warlord,
I'm
you
a
doing
classic.
you doing all
I'm a
these interviews
classic,
right
man.
now. I'm not gonna do any of them.
Yes,
You
that
doing
is
them.
him.
I planned it out. You did good. You did good, bro.
That ain't right. You hurt my heart right now.
I'm sorry.
It was clean.
You ain't gonna say nothing either, JP. No one's gonna defend people. That's crazy. You know people for years. No one defends you. That's crazy.
Jenna.
That blows me away.
I don't know who that is. I've never heard.
You never heard that song? I'm a classic, man.
No.
That's
Yeah, you can be me.
90s gloss.
In the middle of nowhere, in a third world country, underneath 4 mountains. I haven't heard.
Underneath 4 mountains. That's
Oh damn, girl, never mind.
back in prehistoric times. That's
Damn.
crazy.
Hey, y'all, I keep reposting the link. If y'all want to jump in the conversation, feel free to.
I heard y'all was gonna have a conversation about military brats.
Oh yeah.
Wives and Brats is going to be one of them. Probably next week.
Yeah, I will be tuned in for that.
JP, what were you thinking about when it came to military brats?
We got to get a few wives and brats in it.
Have very much to say about it. I didn't grow up as a military brat. My dad served, but I was never a military brat.
I get that.
But you were in the military though, right, JP?
It was, and then
you were in the military?
Died military.
But my kids also didn't grow up as military brats either, because we left when they were.
Oh. Wait, no. So wait, you weren't in the military?
No, I was.
Barely. She was barely.
Oh, okay.
Barely.
Listen.
Damn.
You keep calling me out, and don't think I'm not gonna fly out there just to box.
I'm not a fighter. Theory knows.
I
can't throw these. No, I'm just chirping.
You said those hands are used for holding a pin now.
Yeah, that's all they do. I swear to you, JP, I'm not about that life.
I was watching this sci-fi show called The Orville, and there's this one alien lady on there. She's like, "Oh, you got soft hands. I like soft hands. I'm gonna breed with this one tonight."
Yo. My submissive is gonna use that line. Where's Mr. Soft Hands? Where's Mr. Soft Hands over here? Good Lord. See. So Warlord.
If y'all want to get into it now, I just forgot what. What?
No, what were we about to say, buddy?
You said Warlord.
Yeah, no,
Nothing,
I was gonna say.
I was saying I forgot
what was 3? I feel like we killed.
Oh,
we killed the background.
The craziness going on. Oh, there she is. There's JP. With the craziness going on in the UK right now. With their old racial tension and the fights and the riots going on, jumping Muslim people. How thin is that line over here in the States? It's like I feel like over here that line has been real thin for a long time, but we got sense enough. There's something that just keeps us from hitting that boiling point over here in the States. We're not going around jumping people because they're Muslim, because they're black, or because they're white. Yeah, there is dummies in like New York going around playing the knockout game with like people because they're white. There's dummies down south jumping little black boys by themselves because they're black. But for the most part, we're not doing it almost as like a whole city or a nationwide thing. like what's going on in the UK right now.
I think we have our moments.
No, I'm just
where
saying how
I'm
like
about to say it's
Go ahead.
like Baltimore. Well, growing
Muslims
up in
were getting
Baltimore,
jumped and right. Right after COVID, Chinese people are getting jumped left and right. We absolutely do it. Whole cities absolutely do it here.
that's not funny. Why am I laughing? Oh my god!
Ugh, that sounds like a smoker laugh. I don't
Our-
smoke.
No, Jay, my bad, Sonny.
Our justice system doesn't accommodate those moments when our people are going off on their tangents and on their rails and stuff where they're isolating and attacking certain groups of people. Our law enforcement still has to uphold the law and they still have to hold those people accountable. So I don't think it like spreads like wildfire the way that it would in other places, but we absolutely do it.
Yeah, the UK is bad right now. I was speaking to Warlord about it, and it's coming to a point where it seems like it's almost organized to a certain degree. And I think the
I'm gonna be
reason why I
honest with
brought
you.
this
I
up,
originally said I don't give a fuck about the UK originally,
yeah,
but I took it back.
Yeah, no, but Warlord brought up a good point. I mean, it's good to look at other, countries and see and use it as an opportunity to reflect. And I think JP brought up points that it does happen. I mean, anyone who's old enough remembers after 9/11, a certain group was catching it. And I think America maybe potentially is just a little more reactive than other countries, where it's just only when something happens that causes for them and it's weird that it works this way, right? It's collective thought. It's once something happens, right, then the tribalistic mindset kicks in, and that's when people say, "Oh, they're the bad guys. They're the bad guys." Like it's just, and I think that's it. It does happen, but I think for us, we are reactive. I think Americans, I would say, I'd be inclined to push, but I do think.
I think the media is to be blamed for that though.
I agree that they're a big part of it. Maybe not the full part, but they're definitely a big part of it because they pick and choose what they want to let people know.
That's true. You can
And
definitely,
who to blame, who's
fan the
not to
fire.
blame. I still think we keep it together better than other countries, though.
I would also. I would be
Overall,
say that
as a
well.
country.
Yeah. I
Not
would
better
agree.
than Canada.
No, they all love each other up there. I mean, they don't like their indigenous people. That's why
I was about to say. I was like, I could have sworn there was groups that catch it.
Oh, in Canada, for real?
Oh yeah.
We just need to go ahead and invade Canada and annex them a part of the states. Like, as soon as I'm president, that's happening.
Oh God, I
this on a
just
live
go there and
stream?
smoke the weed. Fuck that.
You can smoke all the weed you want. Once I take it, it's yours.
You're right.
You can be the czar of weed. I got you.
I can't believe I was like probably like decades away from being Russian. I could have been Russian for real. A black Russian.
There's quite
That's
a few
drink,
of them,
right?
actually.
There's a black Russians are drinks too.
White
Yeah.
Russian. White
Russian.
Russian.
White Russian.
Yeah. What they were fighting over Alaska for oil?
I think that sounds right.
Yeah, it was like originally Germany originally Russia didn't want it, and then when they found out it was rich in oil, they kind of wanted it back and was like, "Nah, loser, you gave it to us."
Yeah.
Jeez, man, I don't know. Okay, so JP, Sonny, you guys are here. I don't know if you guys saw the interviews that Warlord did over the weekend. How would you know? Oh, now okay.
No,
How any tips, any recommendations?
What was the interview about?
I did
You
not.
just change the subject.
Huh?
And so you just change the subject. I mean, we would have got
Because
to it.
we buried it. Really, I mean, we're well. Actually, okay. My next question is obviously we
Bury
know
your
that there's a
face.
lot of racial pandering that's done during election time, right? And I think maybe to connect it back to the warrior concern that was brought up due to the instance that occurred recently in the UK. Godbody mentioned that it's kind of like fans by networking and in the news. So I guess my question to Sunny and JP in particular is that aspect is just due to the nature of America, due to its nature, does it almost imply that the racial climate always kind of will fluctuate due to due to like elections, or is it just because
It's
of
gonna be
how
like that.
diverse we are?
It's gonna be like that simply because of how this government was formed. It's gonna always be like that. How it was formed, the history. I just think it's all,
What about you,
Anybody
JP?
else?
I know you. Yeah, I know you see it more than most. I don't mean the racial stuff. I just mean the inner workings of government.
Right.
Here's my perspective from what I have personally seen is that the non-minority people of government will always try to conspire and pull a fast one over on a minority person of government to maintain. I think a lot of minority peoples in general are very naturally and culturally, they're they're inviting, they're accepting, they are taught generosity, and the non peoples have had a history of taking what they want and empowering themselves, and they almost lose a consciousness about it when they do it, and it's almost second nature just to screw over the person of minority. So I think that race is a huge factor
Yo.
in our political system, um, in all aspects. In, for instance, I'll give you a real world example. So I live on the reservation, but the closest town that has amenities and stuff is called a border town because it's not on the reservation, but it borders the reservation. In the border towns of America, they are the most racist toward the minority group that they border. We recently formed a city police force in 2021. And the city, instead of hiring a qualified candidate who was a minority, who was a Native American, they brought in somebody from the East Coast. When that person was getting ready to leave, they brought in another person from the East Coast who was, he was also a minority, but he was not their minority, right? He was not the minority that they had a problem with. So I don't think it's minorities in general. I think it's the specified minority that the person in power has the problem with, if that makes sense. So right now it's Mexicans. They have a problem with Mexicans. You know what I mean? And that's kind of, and before it was the Chinese, and before it was the Muslims. Like they pick a certain group of people that that is the minority that they have a problem with. And other minorities are fine as long as they stay in their lane. But like the minority we have a problem with, we can't let them gain an inch. And I think that I've seen that personally. Like I've seen it in law enforcement, I've seen it in the political realm, I've seen it here. And I have also seen it with these people that came from the East Coast. Like it's not a regional thing. And I used to kind of chalk it up to regional, like, oh, that's just in this area. And it's not. Like, it's not. It's bigger picture than that.
I'm sorry, that sounds horrible. I'm also one that normally, and I know Warlord gives me a hard time because I always chalk up most of it to regional. I always say, oh, I'm in the South, or I'm in Georgia, out whatever. So I don't know. I will be honest. I'm going to acknowledge that I'm just very ignorant when it comes to certain regions and certain struggles. I'm unfamiliar. So but it is. I will say also the profession that I'm in. I do see differences. I see how certain reports are written. I see how certain sentences are given.
Mm.
I see how certain bond hearings are responded to. I see how certain magistrates give bonds and how much bonds, whether it's secured, unsecured, or well, I see it.
I don't know if I had told you before, but
How's that make you feel?
here for a minute, like a year, and it was so wild to me because I'm one who is I'm white passing, right? Because I'm half white, look like a white person. People don't really like look at me and see a minority, and so I directly encountered racism the way that my family has. And I used to always think people were hypersensitive to it because I'm like, there's no way, there's no way that now with everybody being accepted and stuff like that, you're receiving this kind of treatment. But once I started, now that I'm older, I can see it. But once I started looking at these bonds, reach out, men of men who are minorities got the bonds set for them. Women who were non-minority got the least amount of, like, this woman ran over her dude and it was for the FMA. Her bond was $500. Some guy
Wait, are
was
you?
30 who yelled at his girlfriend
I'm ignorant.
for the first time ever got a bond set for like $50,000. And it was just so wild to me. I'm like, this trend. And I started really paying attention, and every single non-minority woman had a low bond and a minority man had a high bond. It was so wild to me. But I see it. So I concur with what you're saying, like how certain things are worded, established, and written. And a lot of times, it is wild. Like I said earlier when I was talking, is I don't think it's conscious. I don't think these people are intentionally going out of their way to screw over. I think it's just so ingrained and so natural to a non-minority to assert power that it just comes out, that they just.
So
What was you about to say, Johnny?
yeah.
No, go ahead, Andre. I want to hear
So
what y'all was gonna say first before I.
yeah. Well, I wanted to explain it, Sonny, because I know you were going to say something to the effect of like you're kind of feeling like you're lost, and what JP and I were talking about. Oh no, okay.
That's not what I was gonna say.
I'm sorry. What were you going to say? Go first. Go first.
No, go ahead.
Well, okay. I was just gonna say that it's and I guess this is the the duality of my profession, right? It's I see things, right? I can see it, and there's times where I'm like, come on, that don't even seem right. But then you hear the Commonwealth's argument, right? And the Commonwealth's argument is going to be criminal history. It's going to be factors. It's going to be no occupation. It's going to be, no connection to the community or whatever. It's going to be that, right? And I think what you said is a very interesting. I don't know. Again, I don't like to. I always assume the best. I try to assume. I don't like to do the alternative. But in my mind, it's just. I see both sides, and both sides are uncomfortable. Am I breaking up? Is it?
Well, to me, you are, but that could be my internet.
JP, am I breaking up?
No bars.
Am I breaking up, JP?
No, you're good.
Okay, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just I see certain things, and then I kind of think to myself like, what's going on? And then you hear the argument that they make, and they're using the law, they're using straight facts, they're using the statute, they're using whatever. And in my mind, I'm like, well, it's supported by this. I feel, and again, I think what JP said, the hypersensitivity is, and sometimes it calls for me to have a moment of pause. Like, am I just being super? Am I just, Am I seeing ghosts? You know, Sam Darnold. Am I just I see ghosts? No, or is it just this smells funny and maybe you guys are just really good at covering it? I
Yeah.
don't know, and that's the thing. I don't know, and for me, that's why my mindset is just I trust the only thing I know, and it's just I trust the law. Like I trust it. It's there are flaws. Is it flawed? Oh my God, it's flawed, but it's there, right?
Fuck the
And
law.
no, go, Sonny, go, say it,
Go off, girl.
Oh
Go.
no, go ahead. No,
Sonny, go on.
I was
But
just
the law,
quoting.
what?
I was quoting Project Pat. Go ahead. Sorry.
What'd he say? Yeah, I say it.
He said, break the law. We ain't playing.
and and I'm guessing that the reason why it's fine to break the law in that point is because the law in and of itself was
Oh my God,
created.
Andre, I don't got time for this damn lawyer shit.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
I apologize. This is
I was doing an ad lib. That's all.
you good. You good.
Our political climate's always going to ebb and flow 100% because the non-minorities are always going to try to stay in power. And there are more minorities than there are non-minorities. And that's going to cause a lot of freakouts. Even in both sides, I would say in both sides of the spectrum, the non-minority tries to stay in power.
You know, I just think the world would be a better place if motherfuckers would stop trying to be so in power. I just feel like the world would be so much better if all these laws and leaderships wasn't put into place. Who the fuck started that shit in the first place?
Started like way back, like biblical
Like the
times.
Aztecs, some shit. Who did that?
I think where the problem lies
Way
is the absolute power corrupts absolutely. It's the power that is the problem. I think if leaders were
right. It's in
actually
our blood.
according to what a leader is and according to
Mm-hmm.
the definition of being a leader, that would be different. Our political climate would be so different. But
But
it's
not even just that. I think everybody has, when it comes to leadership, people be seeing like the world should have this certain look or this certain vision, or the world's supposed to be a certain way. And I think that's where the leadership and the rules and shit be getting fucked up, because like everyone's trying to live under a certain way and not everybody's okay with that. Like, okay, what you might be okay with, how you might be okay with living, may not be how everybody else is okay with living. And I think that's why shit be so fucked up, because we're still divided as people, even though we live under one country, if that makes sense.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because you can't
I mean,
govern
because go
entire
ahead.
nation is the exact. Not everybody's needs are the
It's like
My
I
bad.
thought about a few times. I was like, so if I had my way, some things I would do that I feel like will make the world a better place. I thought about it. I was like, really, it would only make it would make it better for a lot of us here, and then even more better for some of us here. But people in other places, it would be super oppressive to them.
Right.
Just when it's not about if I had things my ways, because like you said, Sonny, not everyone's idea of what's good for us works for everybody.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, time to get the drinking.
Yeah,
I'll take a shot to that one.
nah, for sure.
Feels good to be up here with some smart motherfuckers.
Hey, those two, Warlord and JP.
I was gonna say them two.
I just hold the cards. I text.
Yeah.
All I do is give my own personal opinion. That is it.
I just let you guys talk.
There's no intelligence behind it. All feeling based.
So is the next one gonna be? Is it gonna be the military brats? Is that it? Is that what you're thinking, Warlord?
And wives, brats, wives.
Wives.
Oh my God. Oh, shout out to the fucking military wives. I feel so bad for y'all.
Dang. Dang.
I was gonna say, is the miss? Hey, are you trying to do it? The military wives one?
Yes, have her do it.
Yes. Where's Bay at? Come
Missus,
tell
are you
our
gonna do
Andre,
it?
Bay.
If I had to come on here and turn my camera on, she's got to do it.
She's not. Are you gonna say something?
Big C, not the little one. Where you at? You're muted, bro.
I don't know. I don't know.
Andre,
I don't
does your
know.
wife have a big booty?
I would say she built different. So yes. Yes.
He said I was
JP
I can't hear
said
this.
yes.
Not here. I can't hear this. Not here. That's sister.
Yes.
I'm excited for that episode. That's gonna be an interesting episode, actually, because I mean, like a lot
You're
of
gonna
TV
need
shows talk
right.
about it, but I think to actually hear it from the perspective of military wives is going to be very interesting.
Hell yeah. Boy, I tell you. You know, military can be so scandalous.
I gotta click off.
On that note, I will say again, Warlord, I really do appreciate this. I think this is awesome, man. I think this is something good. And JP, Sonny, I really do appreciate it as well. This is beneficial. This is what is required if people are actually going to improve. Right? You need to be able to sharpen. You need to be able to sharpen your thoughts against other intellectual people. If you can't defend stances, you need to reconsider it. So I think that this is needed.
That we do this, and the more that people do this, you actually come to the realization that your thoughts are along the same track line. They just have different variables when they're coming out. But
Yep.
come out, but the ultimate same.
Yep.
You know?
I agree. I'm inclined to say yep.
Yeah. Which I think is because
definitely
we all essentially want the same stuff.
World domination.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolute power.
Yeah, right. Warlord. That's what be a warlord. We're going to be co-presidents. We're going to, we'll split America. He'll take the East. I'll take the West.
I'm gonna be dictator.
I'll take.
I'm gonna be dictator. I'm gonna be supreme leader, bro.
Supreme leader, warlord.
Don't look at me wrong, or else we bombing all your stuff.
Oh hell no.
All right, y'all. Take care.
Oh, okay. He just deuced out. So you say bye.
Oh, see you later, guys.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Bye, y'all. I'm just gonna sit here and stare at y'all for a few minutes. Is it almost time for Miss Mocha's? In a few minutes. Well, why is just me sitting here? I guess I'll ask y'all about y'all liquor. Is it wine? Is that just y'all drink a choice, or is it just you happen just to have wine? Because I see y'all talking about wine quite often. Oh, Mimi meant hard liquor. And glass have wine. What girly drinks do y'all like? What's some deep blood? Oh, deep blood red. Right. Me talking to people crazy tonight. Nothing not just happened. Where's my phone? Oh. I hear you, Mimi. I hear you. What's going on with this button, bro? $9.30. Okay. Salted caramel whiskey. That actually sounds good. That sounds like something I want to try. I'll just chill off of it. Martin made a video today. God body. I saw it. I didn't watch it, but I saw it. Yep, and definitely thank you everybody that came in and watched and liked and didn't like and all that stuff. I appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. No, God body. He literally posted a video today. Thank you, Mimi. It was good. I enjoyed the conversation. Thank you, love. Huh? Oh, my glow because of the light. Thanks, GB. Trying. Honestly, though, I think it's them. Like I could be up here just rambling, and if like I could read the comments, but I think it's hard for me to have a flowing conversation just reading off the comments. Like Godbody's pretty good at it. Sonny's good at it. I don't think me just reading the comments. I don't think I could have a flowing conversation. I would end up speaking too much of my mind and not paying attention to the chat. Oh, my flow, not glow. I thought you meant my forehead glowing, glistening. I will let them know, Mimi. I'm sure they'll They'll appreciate it too. Yeah, I think everyone lives too separate to try to do a studio thing right now, at least. I mean, Andre lives like almost 3 hours away from me. Sonny's in Georgia. JP is in. Man, I always say the wrong state. A different state. I don't even know if she wants to say it actually. I ain't heard Smarty Pants in a minute. That's the point. I want all opposing. I forgot how to spell opposing. But can conversate. I think you're right. I mean, in my ideal world, it'll be like a studio setup. I think my office alone is too small. I'll probably have to, if it was at my spot, I have to either build an extra room or use my garage. I'll probably have to change up the floor. Like a good friend of mine, retired sergeant major, he interviewed me on his channel. I think he redid his whole entire garage, like painted the floor and everything to make it like so it has like more grip and like less pavement or no pavement, pretty much. True, but then I want to be able to game in here. I'll have to move some stuff out the way and put the table in the middle of the room. Either that or whoever's filming and all the camera and all that stuff will be like pinned against the wall. Like the desk I'm sitting at right now is like right up against the wall. And I need to get some curtains in here or some blinds because I just got a floor just covering the window. I need to put flooring and finish putting up the drywall and put some blinds in my office. I'm gonna have to make sure my few emergency guns are completely unloaded. If I want to start feeding people liquor, somebody might get crazy. Might happen to pick up the right gun. Oh wait, what you said is being covered by the heart. Okay, you did say lock up those guns. Well, I mean, it's part of the aesthetic I wanted in here. No, we definitely ain't put no sheets up on these windows. It's just the blinds I got. I don't want my office to match the rest of the house. No, but we definitely doing the sheet thing. I mean, who knows? For Halloween, I might do it just to give our friend a shout out. I put sheets up here just for her in a dusty chair in the corner. Look like I just came from the Underground Railroad. I can't forget the head wrap. And then I'll use a blanket and turn that into a skirt or something like that. What? I mean, just for Halloween though. Just for Halloween. Just for her. And I'll paint the walls like the Shrek scenery. It could be like a castle with some mountains in the background. Dress up my dog like a gingerbread man, maybe. She said he's so cool. I was just thinking. But see, when ain't nobody but you guys know who I was for Halloween. You want to work out. Oh, and my prosthetics, I'll just take off the shoes. I mean, they got feet. They got plastic feet, so I'll just have to make one of the toes really long. Like maybe get some what do you call it when you're in school? Construction paper. And glue on like something that looks like a longer toe. Like a tree frog toe. I'm pretty sure everyone else is like, what is he talking about? He said I was a girl for Halloween once when I was really young. You got to put a toe up there, Mimi. How can you think that toe accidentally gets stepped on? I mean, because it does stick out there. You think she has to get like specially made shoes? I think I had a teacher that had to get specially made. That said she had to get specially made shoes. Mm. Now you got me thinking. It would be like a haunted house, but instead of a haunted house, it'll be like I don't know what you call that house. Can't call it a trap house. A struggle house. It'll be a struggle house. You got to pay $1 to walk through it. Just saying. I can already see my daughter's look on her face now. Like, what are you doing, bro? No matter how messed up or jacked up something is, she always got to say something nice. Like she would say something so nice. She's like, "Oh, Daddy, this is beautiful." I can see it now. But it's okay. You ain't got to lie to me about this one. I got 6 minutes, y'all. I got to talk about something. She just happened to be the person to talk about. Oh, I know something. I was gonna tell. She probably won't do it. What we call her? Oh, I was gonna tell Coco. I was like, "Yo, debate me," but she probably won't. What was the Shaq Light guy body? Now I'm really thinking, what could I tell her They'll make her agree to debate me. I could kidnap her boyfriend and be like, I'm not gonna let him live unless you debate me. Uh-oh. I think we're gonna have some pretty good guests next week, y'all. I'm getting texts in right now. I'm going to be my attorney for it. Anyways, my old short. Oh, it's in your old shorts. Well, I gotta log off. I still got 4 more minutes. I'm just saying. I mean, I would want her to debate me. I mean, I guess technically we aiming for the same people, but we definitely don't agree on some of the same subjects. Like if you're really hard, you debate me. If not, I'm gonna give your boyfriend that 5-minute workout, work some of that fat off of him. I mean, I ain't the skinniest dude neither, but she said, "And the phone." I got 3 more minutes now. 3 more minutes, and I'm out. Three more minutes. We got 7 people watching. So let me get my little 2 minutes in. I'm out. Mr. Andre texted me afterward. He's like, "Wait, were we supposed to do 2 hours?" I was like, "Yeah, bro." He's like, "Oh, my bad." It's all good. Man, let me get my 2 minutes. Even though I already got her page put up on my phone. God, my leg's burning. Y'all are mean. Mean nice for no reason. Y'all just mad because I be hitting y'all with that sister. Sister. Whoa, where am I? Things just get dark. There you go. Oh. She's starting, y'all. I don't see her voice thing moving yet, but she's starting. What's Bigly? This man said I don't have DNA, I have USA. Comments coming up. 23 seconds. Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm not even gonna say bye. I'm just leaving. Bigly. I said, what's Bigly? Oh, okay. Y'all can leave now. Bye. Y'all have a good night. You need a chip? I told y'all I only got the one left. I can't share it. Y'all peoples have an excellent evening. How am I rude? Oh, you talking God body. Good night, y'all. I appreciate y'all. GB, go to Mocha's. I'll text you in a little bit, bro, because I haven't talked to you in a little bit.